February, end of February 2014. I'm on a small lake not far from St. Joe, Michigan. I've been catching a few fish here in the evening. I'm giving you a panoramic view of the joint. Here's what I'm going to be using. I don't know if you can see that hook or not. There you go. What I'm going to use. It's about a number 16 hook. It's homemade. Piece of solder on a 16 hook. Nothing fancy. I'm using 3 spikes. You can see it only leaves room for just the tip of the hook to stick out. I marked this spot last night with that stick. Even though it seems obvious when you're out here, if you don't mark it, it's almost impossible to find it. I just measured it off, and this water here is about 10 feet to the top of the ice. Little trick I usually use, I just retied my hook before I came here. I stripped off about 10 feet of line, so the line was all kinked. Well, I haven't had a bite yet. Just to give you an idea what I used there. I'm using a Strike Master auger. Back then it was called a Lazer auger. I bought a 4.5 inch. I didn't buy a 6 inch for a couple of reasons. For one, if you're fishing a big gang of guys and you've drilled a bunch of holes, a lot of times they won't use your hole because their dipper won't fit in a 4-inch hole. My dipper wouldn't either. I had to cut mine down. Slotted spoon works pretty good too, actually. I brought my lantern tonight because I was planning on staying a little bit later so that tonight when the ice starts making noises, I was going to try to record the noises. Plus the fish bit last night right at dark, so I was trying to use a light on my head, which isn't the greatest thing for tight lining. Anyway, I'll get back to you. It's now about 4:20. I've been here a couple hours, and I've cut a series of holes clear around where I was catching them last night. Basically, I've cut about 12 or 13 holes, and the only bite I've had is one little bass. I caught about a 10-inch bass back there in shallower water. As you can see, I'm not very far from the bank now. I basically cut the holes just to warm me up and to keep me from getting bored. And it also tells me what the bottom's like. I see this guy. There's one more guy down here fishing. Let's see if we can get a little telescopic on him. And I'm keeping an eye on him. He's moving around a lot, so I don't think he's found him yet. I'll get back to you when they start biting. If they start biting. I'm hoping it gets cold enough that the ice starts making noises, creaking and groaning and banging. I like to hear that. Sometimes it even gets so that the water will be slushing up through the hole. Yeah, it looks like daytime, but it isn't. You can see my lantern's on. Fish. off.